guys, welcome back to my channel. Mermaid Nina here. Well, as promised, I am here with an update video regarding transportation. This is transportation throughout the Orlando area, more specifically kind of MCO, the airport, to Disney World, or perhaps Disney World to Universal, or perhaps MCO to Port Canaveral if you're going on a cruise. So all those kind of destinations from the airport to, you know, Disney, Universal, Port Canaveral cruise, all that good stuff. We're going to talk about my personal 5 transportation options. Now, there's something to note that this is a tourist hub. There are tons of transportation ways to get from one point to another, but as a travel agent, I do kind of suggest my clients do one of these 5 options. So I thought I would put it together for you guys in a video. So for those of you who don't know, Disney World used to have a free service called Disney's Magical Express. And since they reopened post-COVID, Disney said no more. For whatever reason, whether it was contract situations, pricing situations, whatever happened, Disney said no more. So Disney's Magical Express is no longer a thing. So if you haven't been to Disney World in, you know, a really long time, yeah, that free service that would pick you up at the airport and take you to your resort is no longer available. So now we need these transportation options, all of which you do have to pay for. So are you guys ready? A lot of these transportation companies I have talked about before, but you guys were asking for a video where it's all in one. So before I start, one thing you need to know here is I am going to give you prices. However, prices are always subject to change. Companies are always changing their prices, not to mention as of recent, a few months ago, the airport itself was charging these companies fees and so on. So that kind of raised the price behind the scenes. So just know I'm giving you the prices right now based on their websites. Prices could always change. A lot of these prices do not include tip. Now it is customary to give your private, especially if you have a private driver, to give your driver 20 to 25% of your transportation cost as a tip. So know that in advance. Some of these may include tips, some of them do not. So you're looking at 20 to 25% of the total cost to tip your driver. You ready? Okay, so first we're going to talk about the newest and the big news. So the last time I did this video, I talked to you guys about mirrors. And then I talked to you guys about Sunshine Flyer, 2 independent companies that had large buses that would pick you up at the airport and take you to your resort, right? Well, because they were 2 large companies, I think there was some feuding going on because Sunshine Flyer would come out with a discount and then Mears would try to trump them with a discount, and then Sunshine would come out with another discount, and I think there was just too much going on, too much competition, because they were the only giant bus shuttle service out of the airport. And so they decided to merge and become one. So if you're watching my previous videos, just know that Mears Connect and the Sunshine Flyer are now one company. This means there is only one super duper large, kind of out there known brand name company driving people from the airport using large, you know, industrial motor coach type buses. Okay, so that's just the first thing you kind of need to know. If you're looking for a large bus, probably a more budget option, you are definitely looking at this Mears Connect and Sunshine Flyer merger. So they are now known as, and this is a bit obnoxiously long, but they are now known as Mears Connect, driven by Sunshine. So this officially started August 1st, and I promised I would give you guys an update video, but I really wanted to find out what was going to happen with some of their policies, because neither one of them were perfect. I actually preferred Sunshine Flyer. I actually liked the policies of Sunshine Flyer. Mears Connect, however, was 24/7. So if you had a delay in your flight and Sunshine was already closed for the night, then you would have to go to Mears. So there was kind of like not the perfect answer. Well, now it doesn't matter anymore because if you want a budget option, the only option for you for budget is Mears Connect, driven down by Sunshine. So here's some things you need to know. Again, I said this is your budget option. It's ideal for saving the most money. However, it is not really ideal for families who need or want a car seat. Per Florida law, again, I'm not a lawyer, I don't know all the ins and outs, but basically mass transportation companies do not require car seats for little kiddos. If I'm just driving down the street at home, right, my kiddo has to be a certain height or a certain poundage to get out of the car seat. Florida law says not if driven by a mass transportation company. So know that going into Mears and the Sunshine Flyer situation. If you have littles and you just feel so uncomfortable without them being in a car seat, this really is not the option for you. I'm just giving you the heads up. So the price here is going to be about $42 per adult and $32 per child. That is ages 3 through 9, and that is round trip. So you can add it up, your family of 4, whatever it's going to cost you. Like I said, $42 per adult, $32 per kids ages 3 through 9. If you got a 10-year-old, just like at Disney, yeah, they're an adult. But right now, again, because of that feuding that was going on between Mears and Sunshine, they have a summer deal out. I just booked it for my upcoming trip. Round trip was $31.50. I just couldn't pass it up. For one adult, $31.50 round trip. There's some negatives to that. You know, I do have to get picked up super duper early, and we'll talk about some of the other things, but $31, I couldn't. Plus I want to test out the new service now that they're Mears and Sunshine together. But yeah, so right now, if you book right now this summer, there is a deal going on. I don't know if that's going to continue. I don't know if that's always going to happen. In fact, because they are the only large, massive company with these shuttle buses, they can pretty much change the price to whatever they want. They don't have any big competition for those types of buses. Now, vehicle-wise, this is where it gets a little weird, so kind of pay attention if this matters to you. Mears Connect, yes, they have motor coach giant buses. That's what we were talking about, just like Disney's Magical Express has. In fact, the company that used to drive Disney's Magical Express was Mears. So they are using a lot of the same buses and a lot of the same drivers, but this is where it gets weird. You are not guaranteed what type of vehicle you are going to be in. I have used Mears several times since the change, and I have been in a giant bus, a motor coach bus. I have been in a shuttle van with other people, and then one time it was in the video where it was just me and my mom. We got a private driver in like a taxi car. So you just don't know what you're gonna get. You could end up in the big bus, you could end up in a van. I don't know, but they have 3 types of vehicles that they're using. Again, this is a shared service with multiple stops. Now, when Mom and I accidentally got the taxi car, the single private driver car, that was a private driver, and we were rushing around trying to find tips because I tip differently for a private driver than I do a large shuttle bus. So anyway, but just note that it's supposed to be a shared service. It's supposed to be multiple stops, but you don't know what you're gonna get till you're in that situation. Now, they're saying the wait for the bus, you know, once you've landed, you're an MCO, you're waiting for your bus, they said it shouldn't take more than about 20 minutes because buses are coming and going about every 20, 30 minutes at the max. Then they're saying once you're on the bus, your time on the bus shouldn't be more than 30 to 60 minutes. Why? Multiple stops. If you're stop number 1, you might be more in that 30-minute range. If you are stop number 3 or 4, you might be in that 60-minute range. So definitely plan accordingly. Like I said, when I ordered it for my upcoming trip, yeah, I'm not getting to my resort super duper soon. I don't think I'm the first stop. And I know I'm definitely the first stop when they pick me up because they're picking me up way early for a 6 p.m. flight. So just kind of know those certain things behind the scenes if you are in a shared service. They also do have a private option. I can't personally recommend it. I did get it for my sister a while back. She did not have happy things to say about it, unfortunately, but just know that in advance. Mears does have a private system. It's about $250 plus tip for a family of 4. That is 4 people and about 5 suitcases. If you have more people or less people or more suitcases and you have other needs, yes, they have other shuttle type bus service vans things that you can do. But Mears Connect is the shared service. Mears Connect, driven by Sunshine. Again, the big concern here is car seats. If you bring your car seat from home and you get on a motor coach, a big bus situation, you cannot, and I repeat, cannot use that car seat. They will make you stow it away at the bottom of the bus with your suitcases. If for some reason you brought your car seats from home and you ended up in a van, then yes, maybe you can install those. But according to the website, and I did call and clarify, according to the website, they do have a couple of car seats on standby, not guaranteed. When I called, that was a different story. She kept saying, can you please wait? Gotta talk to my manager. Can you please wait? Can I talk to my manager? Turns out they don't really have car seats. They do not recommend that if you need car seats that you hope that they have the car seats for you. If you want car seats, you got to bring your own, but you can't use them on the big bus. You can only use them on the van and the car, which of course is not guaranteed when you do it. So anyway, this is why I say if you have little kiddos who you just as the parent want them in a car seat, this is not really it's just not the option for you. But I've got others, so we're gonna keep going. Also note that if you do have a wheelchair, whether you can transfer from your wheelchair or not, they do have a wheelchair capabilities as well, if that's something you need. So like I said, this is the budget option, the big motor coach, the big bus situation, Mears Connect, driven by Sunshine. 2 companies, now 1. Now, of course, your other option here is kind of the easy option. It doesn't require any advanced planning, and that is to either Uber or Lyft. However, I have personally found that Uber or Lyft only really works if you have a few people, not a lot of people, definitely not a lot of suitcases. So yes, this is a direct service option. It would most likely be just for you and your friend or you and your family. It is a quick option, like I said, that doesn't require any planning. You just want to make sure you download those apps to your phone before you travel. So as soon as you land and you have your bags, you can quickly arrange for your car. Prices are just not set in stone for Uber and Lyft. In fact, they can fluctuate and change based on everything between date, crowds, the wind, who knows? These prices are always changing. You could get an Uber for about $32 one way, airport to Disney. It could also cost you about $84. So there's just no range here, $32 to $84. But again, if you're going with just 2 or 3 people, you guys share the cost, it could be beneficial for you. But just like I said, this is one way, and the prices are just all over the place between morning and evening and holiday and just what they feel like. My concern here for larger families, even my family of 4, is suitcase space. There's just limited suitcase space. Even when you get an Uber XL that claims it can take up to this number of passengers and holds this number of suitcases, we found out in our situation, not really the case. Sometimes we called an Uber XL. We didn't actually get the XL. Our suitcases and the people and all the things didn't really fit. So we decided that as a family of 4, this isn't the option for us. It could be for you if you don't travel with as many things, but you have to take into account all of your suitcases and your little bags and your backpacks and the number of people you have and all the things before you decide if Uber or Lyft is the option for you. Car seats. Now, of course, if you bring your car seat, you may be able to install it, if there's space. You can always request a car seat on Uber or Lyft, but I have found that it wasn't always a perfect system. It's not always guaranteed. So again, if you need those car seats, I have the better options for you. So we've got the big bus shuttle service, Mears Connect. We've got the Uber or Lyft, kind of no planning required option. Now we have my preferred option, I absolutely love this company. Nothing against the other companies. I just personally really love this one. And this is Southern Elegance Limos. Yes, you can get a limo, but you don't have to. You could just get a town car or a van, but they are amazing transportation company. I have used them several times. I have sent clients to use them. Absolutely love the care and service they provide. Again, nothing against the other people. This is just my personal, preference. It is a private driver situation. It is going to take you directly to your resort, so it's your faster option here. Their price is a little higher than some of the others, but I think that's because you're getting that nice level of service. So like I said, this is direct service to the resort. So that is service to Disney, Universal, going on a cruise, Port Canaveral, yes, and back and forth, and all the little different private driving situations you may need in between. Like I said, amazing service with wonderful drivers. We had 3 different drivers so far, fell in love with every single one of them. Now, you can 100% request car seats. So if you are a family with several littles and you absolutely feel safer if all those little kiddos are in car seats, this is a great option for you. What I love about this company is they will make a grocery stop for you. You can actually pre-order all your groceries on Publix, which is the grocery store in Florida, and you can arrange for a pickup time to be, 30 minutes or so after your flight lands. The private driver will take you to Publix. You tell Publix you're here. They bring out your groceries, and then they take you to your resort. So they picked you up, you got your groceries, you went to your resort. So easy breezy, absolutely love it. The price here, it does change. It's on the website, and depending on where you're going and what you're doing, this was kind of the simple airport to Disney prices. It's about $270 plus tip. Now, I did say this was slightly more expensive of an option here. That's for about a family of 4 to 5, that will fit in, a larger SUV type vehicle. That is round trip, by the way. So $270 plus tip is round trip. The prices, like I said, are on the website, and they have different cars that you can pick. So if you're a family of 3, you can get the cheaper option, smaller car. If you have more people or you want that private limo service, it's all up on the website. It's easy to understand. But like I said, absolutely love this company. You can get car seats. They do the grocery stop. Excellent service. Yep, love them. Next one up is something called Away We Go Transportation. Now, I have not personally used this company, but many of my clients have, because this is on my list of options that I send to my clients. So a lot of them have booked it, came back with a wonderful feedback. This is another private service. Now, what I love about this company is the price is the same, whether you have 1 passenger or 11. So this is perfect if you are 2 families coming together, flying at the same time, if you're a larger group, because it's the same price. A lot of these other companies will charge you, this is a bulk rate for 4 people, but then the price goes up as you add more people. Not with Away We Go Transportation, because their van holds 11 people. It's the same price whether you got 1 person in the van or 11. So I absolutely love that. So like I said, it's perfect for larger families or parties. Now, they do offer car seats, which I also love. Their car seats are complimentary. And nice little perk here. I think you pay a little extra. But if you want, and you want to go from airport to park, you don't want to go back to your resort. You have no need to go to your resort, but you're stuck with all this luggage, right? This company will actually pick you up at the airport, drop you off at Magic Kingdom, and take your luggage to bellhop at your resort for you and check it in. So you can go play at Magic Kingdom, go get a Dole Whip, ride some coasters, and they'll drop off your luggage to bellhop. You pick it up later. So this is absolutely perfect for people who have like shorter trips and they're just trying to get to the park. Perhaps you're rushing because you need to, get to a reservation. Absolutely love that service. Now, the downside to this company is sadly they just have a limited fleet of drivers. They are not a huge company. They are a smaller, independent, awesome company. So you need to arrange with them early, because once all their little fleet of drivers book up, they just don't have any more availability. This also kind of comes into play if you have a flight delay or a flight change. they may not be able to accommodate you depending on where their drivers are. Of course, they're going to try their best. Like I said, I've never heard anything bad about this company. They will also do a grocery stop for $20 extra. Plus you got to add tip. They'll take you to Publix as well, where you can pick up, you know, your groceries that you've already selected with a pickup time. So it's not like they drop you off and you get to go shopping for an hour. You have to pre-arrange your groceries for a pickup, and they'll take you and you get to pick up your groceries. So price here, price is just less than $250 round trip, and that includes tip. So this is way cheaper than Southern Elegance Limos, way cheaper, only slightly, slightly more expensive than Mirrors. So I absolutely love that, especially depending on how large your party is. But their price will go up for late nights. If you have super duper late night flights or early morning flights, the price goes up a little bit. Same thing if you're traveling over actual holiday season, the price could change a little bit there. Like I said, the downside to this is just they're a smaller fleet. So you do have to get reservations early, and you have to hope that nothing changes, no flight delays and all that good stuff, because they may not be able to accommodate you depending on the availability of their drivers. But like I said, perfect opportunity if you have a larger family. So rather than spending $42 per person for Mears Connect, it's the same price for all of your people up to 11 for less than $250. That includes tips. That's a really good price point here for you guys. Again, away we go transportation. Now, my last option here is someone called Cast and Crew Transportation. Now, this is a company that came out of that Facebook page. I always talk about it, Ear for Each Other. When COVID happened, Disney had to let go a lot of their cast members, and the cast members are like, okay, what do I do now? Some of them, this company decided to start a private driver service company. So a lot of these drivers are the people behind the scenes, are actual cast members. So you're getting some of that cast member Disney level of service. Again, rave reviews for this company that came out of COVID with cast members. Now, this is what you need to know about Cast and Crew Transportation. You heard it, cast. Yeah, they mean cast members and crew. They want you to start booking 60 days in advance. Again, similar to Away We Go Transportation, they have a limited number of fleet and drivers and all those things. So they need you to wait until 60 days in advance. Too far down the road, they just can't accommodate. So 60 days in advance, you can book their services. Again, because of the size of their SUVs, they have very large SUVs, but because of the size of their SUVs, you do have to be careful here. Even though some of the SUVs might say they can hold 6 passengers, doesn't mean they can hold 6 passengers and 20 pieces of luggage. So depending on how much luggage you're bringing and how many people are actually sitting in this vehicle, there could be limited seating and just suitcase availability. So kind of know that going into it. They are large SUVs, but there's only a certain number of space you can actually stuff in these cars. So plan and pack accordingly. They do have car seats and boosters with this company. They do charge $5 for them, but they have them if you need them. What I love about this company is they actually will rent you strollers. So it's all on their website. They have a whole bunch of strollers that they'll rent, you can rent for them. So when they pick you up at the airport, they're picking you up with your stroller. And when they drop you off, you have your stroller. Like I said, it's all on the website. And that way you don't have to go through another company. It's one company. They pick you up, you've got your stroller, you go to your resort. And guess what, guys? They'll do a grocery stop as well, again, for $20 extra. So yeah, this is a great option for you guys. Price here is about $240 plus tip for 4 passengers round trip. So like I said, you're getting an SUV, you've got 4 passengers, stuff it with, 6 suitcases, plus maybe a stroller, plus go to the grocery store. You get all your stuff in one service. So absolutely love that. They said depending on the size, it's another $5 per passenger per way. And just like the previous company, they do charge extra for super duper late night flight pickups, early morning flights, possibly holidays as well. They do have that surcharge because again, these are just private driver people, and you're taking them away from their late nights, their holidays, their families. So there is a surge charge there. So yeah, that is my 5 companies, guys. Your budget and big bus option is Mears Connect, driven by Sunshine. If you're just one or two people and you just want to get there quick, you don't want to do a lot of planning, yep, we've got Uber and Lyft. If you want to get a private driver situation, you know, they're dressed up nice, they pick up your luggage, they do all the things, yep, Southern Elegance Limo. And then if you want two additional companies that also have car seats and one has a stroller, you can do grocery pickup. We got Away We Go Transportation and Cast and Crew Transportation. But these are the things you need to know regarding most of these services, everything except for actually Uber and Lyft. To book either of these companies, again, except Uber and Lyft, you 100% need to know the following information before you book. So you can't just go and book now, you have to have this information. They're all gonna want the number of passengers, adults versus kids. Why? Because they need to know that the certain number of space in their vehicles is gonna accommodate your party. They need to know your flight info, all of your flight info, your airline, your flight number, your times, what time you want to get picked up, all of that info. They also need to know the number of your luggage. Now this sounds silly. Why do they care how much luggage I have? They need to make sure it's going to fit in their vehicles. Some companies like Cast and Crew, they only have the SUVs. Other companies might have different options of vehicles. They need to know how much luggage you have and how many people you're bringing to make sure you're getting the right vehicle per your needs. They obviously need to know your destinations, the time you want to be at your destination, your pickup times, all that stuff. And all of these, they want a deposit and or credit card on file. This is standard and customary. Like I said, lots of options for you guys per transportation. This is just the 5 I personally suggest to my clients. Again, this is going to get you from MCO the airport to Disney, MCO to Universal, MCO to Port Canaveral, Disney to Universal, Disney to Port Canaveral. So many different combinations. Some of them actually will pick up at Sanford as well, which is the other airport that I don't always suggest, but sometimes people book it because it's cheaper. Some of these companies will do transportation as well. So what do you guys think? Was this the transportation video you were hoping for? Let me know in the comments. And like always, guys, please make sure you check out my other videos because they are so helpful. So many of you comment on my videos and you're asking me for a video I've already done. I already have it. So make sure you guys check out my other videos because you never know what subject matter I have already filmed for you guys. But yes, definitely check out my app tutorial video where I show you the ins and outs of the My Disney Experience app, which is crucial for your Disney vacation. I have a Disney dining plan breakdown video, which you're gonna need here in a couple of months because the meal plan starts in 2024. I have a Genie Plus, an individual lightning lane, and a virtual queue breakdown video, as in it's 7 a.m. What do I do, Nina? Which one do I score first? I have a video about that. Did you know? I also have the top 10 things to do at all the parks. I have learn the park map videos, and I have itinerary planning videos. So many videos to help you guys plan the most best and magical vacations to Disney and even Universal and even Disneyland. I even have cruise up there. So make sure you guys check out my site for all of my videos. But enough with all of that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If the subscribe button is red, please click it, turn it gray, hit the bell icon for notifications, like this video. And like I said, comment. Is this what you were looking for? All your options. Hopefully one of these suits your needs. If you have a go-to transportation company option, put it in the comments. It might help other people. Like I said, I know of other companies. I probably could have made this 10, top 10 companies, but I kept it to 5 to simplify it for you guys. Let me know in the comments. And as always, guys, please share this video and yeah, let me know what you think. As always, guys, mahalo for watching. Nina, out.